Okay, we got our first jacket. I'm not going to bother cleaning these because this is just for demonstration purposes only. All you do is you take your jacket, you're going to add a little bit of lubricant to it. Just like this. Doesn't take much. You're not going to get oil dents on here, that's for sure. Drop your core in there. And just be sure that the open face of the jacket is pointing out towards the punch. It'll drop inside like this. You'll feel it. Get tension. And once that, there it goes. Once it starts to take that core and expand it out, and expands the jacket out to 224 inch, you're done. I'm going to show you how to figure that out. When you push down on it, eventually what's going to happen is it's going to more than likely, at times it will stick to this right here. But once you feel that cam over, it doesn't have to be a lot of pressure. It just has to be enough to flatten this out. And what you want to do is take your micrometer and measure across this and look for 0.224, 0.2241, right around there. Or if it's 2235, that's a little bit on the low end of the scale, and you want to give it just a little tiny nudge. But you don't want to over compress this. This will snap. Okay, we take our next jacket and our next core. We'll drop it in there just like that. Still feels like it's a little on the high pressure side there. You'll feel it. You want it to be real smooth all the way down. You don't want to have to push it over on that cam over. If you have to push it over on the cam over, you're applying far too much pressure. Now, a lot of times what will happen when you start it is this will stick there like that, and that's a good thing. It's because the jacket hasn't expanded out into the die. And you only want to have enough pressure to where the jacket will release from the punch and stay in the die. Because if you look at the bottom of the case, it should have a slight rounded edge on it. Not a lot, just a little bit. If it's super square and flat and you're adding too much pressure, that's an indicator that you're exerting too much force on the jacket, the core, and the die itself. The die may not break right away. You may make a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 rounds, and eventually it'll go pop. When it pops, you're out about another $300 to $400. This stuff keeps going up every year. So the whole die setup was right around $800 for all three dies. It's quite a bit. The whole setup was right around $2,400 for the press, the dies, the whole bit. A lot of you are probably asking yourself, well, why are you going to pay that much money? I thought you're supposed to be saving money. Well, yes, this is saving me money, and it's also going to be making me money. Because once I get my federal license, the Class 6 license you need from the federal government, I can market these. So let me make one more, then we'll go ahead and set up the point forming die. Alright, we got 5 jacket core combinations swaged together. Now we're ready to go ahead and set up the point forming die. Alright, the point forming die, you're really going to have to back this out quite a bit. Probably 1/4 inch from where it was. The reason is especially with this one, it will push down too far, cause overpressure, and it'll get the bullet stuck. It's very easy to get a bullet stuck in this. because this is the only thing pushing it out. If it bonds to the side, or if it cold welds itself to the side, you got yourself a real problem. So what I do to set this up, I just take the ejector pin assembly and drop it in here. Yep, wrong pin. Run this up a little bit. Put that pin in here that keeps that ejector pin assembly captive. Drop my die on there. And we're in. Then I go ahead and use the punch. Again, make sure that the punch matches the die itself. All the way up until it stops, back it out a little bit. You want a little bit of play in there. Basically, it looks the same as the core seating operation, except for the bullet's inverted. I'm going to get a close-up on this so you can see as the process goes through how I adjust it.